Hey, how you doing everybody? This is Alfred from Practical Code Academy. And in today's how-to video, we're going to explain how you can host your web page. If you develop a web page and you want to host it and deploy it on the cloud, I'm going to show you step-by-step how you can do so. The service that we're going to use today is Google Cloud, which is called Firebase. Firebase actually having multiple services like authentication, database, and hosting, and many other services. The one we're going to focus on today is going to be the hosting service. It's totally free. They have a free tier. Actually, if you already have a Gmail account, you have an account with the Firebase. So let's see it step by step and get started. Okay, I'm going to start by creating like a very simple web page. I'll be hosting it in Google Firebase. So I'm going to create a folder here, call it Firehost. Open it with Visual Studio Code. Create an index.html. Generate a boilerplate. I'm going to change the title here to hosted web page. And here I'm just going to put an h1 tag here. I'm going to call it my page. I'm going to put a paragraph with some lorem text or dummy text. I'm going to do word wrap. I'm going to save this and let's take a look at our web page. And here is our web page. As you can see, it's locally, it's only existing in our machine. If you want to upload this to the cloud and get like a URL that you can share with your friends, definitely you can do that with the Firebase. And also the Firebase hosting will provide you with a subdomain, free subdomain, so you don't need to purchase any domain or anything. Okay, as I said, if you already have a Gmail account, you already have an account with Firebase. All you need to do, just go to Google and search for Firebase. And now when I click on the Firebase, now it's still kick me out with another account, so I'll make sure that I come in with this account, which is the Practical Code Academy. So this is the account that I'm going to use the Firebase with. Now you're going to get this screen. All you need to do is just go to the console. And once you go to console here, you can create projects. In that case, I'm going to create a brand new project. And this is a very important step. Enter the name of the project. And the name of the project is going to be your URL name or the subdomain name. So it have to be unique, never been used with the Firebase. So I'll try, for example, test. As you can see, this name is already taken. That's why Google suggested test-6A918. Well, this is not a good idea for a URL, so I'm gonna change it. Test the demo. It's already been taken. So I'm gonna try demo test taken. Demo-test to 2020. Nope. My test page. My demo page. So I'm going to pick my demo page without the E here. Since this name is not been used, as you can see here, it will give it to you. I'm going to click continue, continue. And now you select the account here, the default account for Firebase, create project. And now it's going to take time to create your project. Just going to generate this or allocate the area required for your project. Now it's done. You can click continue to go to your project page. And this is actually my project page. Now for that project, you can see here the name of the project top here. As you can see, Google Firebase services offer you many other services. For example, authentication, database, storage, hosting, function, machine learning, and there's many other services you can use. However, we're only interested in hosting here. So I'm going to click on hosting. And now you click on get started. And actually, it's not going to let you do hosting here. It's just going to guide you step by step how you can do the hosting to the Firebase. So when I click and get started, now the first step here, which is number one, telling me that I need to install the Firebase command line interface. And for me to, in order to install the Firebase command line interface, here is the command for it. As you can see, it's npm. npm is short for Node Package Manager. And this Node Package Manager is used to install any library you want to use in your projects. For example, if you're using Bootstrap or FontAwesome, and instead of just providing the CDN, you can use npm to install these libraries inside your project. So how I can get my npm or initiate this command? For example, if you go now to your command tool and try to write npm and you never installed npm tool, you'll get an error. So you need to install npm, and it comes bundled with Node.js. So you need to install Node.js. So you have to go to nodejs.org. And once you go here, you can download the long-term supported version, or the LTS, or the current version. It doesn't matter. We're not downloading Node.js because we're going to use Node.js. We're just downloading Node.js because it's bundled with the Node Package Manager. So you can click here and get download the exe file here. After the download, you click on it to install it. Now I have the setup page here, and all you need to click next. I accept, next, and then press next. I already installed it in my machine, so I'm not going to complete the installation process. But if you don't have the Node.js or the npm installed on your computer, you need to install it in order to set up the Firebase, because this is the first command that you need. Okay, so after you install it here, you can get back to your Visual Studio Code page here, and you can open the terminal here using the Control backticks key. And the backticks is the key that the left to the 1 in your keyboard. So now I open my terminal here, and let me put it side by side like this. Cancel this. And now I'm going to take this command, and I'm going to explain what does this command mean. And if you can actually click here, I'm going to copy it to clipboard. And I paste it here. So it's npm, the Node Package Manager, and you tell it to install a new package. So you have to put install, or you can use for short, and instead of install, just I. Both works. -G means it's going to be installed globally in your machine, so you can access the Firebase tool from any directory or folder in your machine. It doesn't have to be this specific folder that we're in right now. So you need the global, since it's a command line interface, you need the global flag here. It's -G, and that's the name of the package, which is Firebase-tools. And if I press enter, it will go ahead and install this package in my local machine. That's going to take a little while. I'm going to stop the video and come back after the installation process finished. Now I have the Firebase tools installed in my machine here. I can do clear. And now I have to press next here. And now it's going to tell me that I need to log into the Firebase using the account that I used here. So I'm going to copy. All I need to do right now is just Firebase login. And now we're going to ask you, are you okay for Firebase to open the web browser and collect your private information like the password? In that case, yes. That's how you're going to do the login. Now it's going to open this page for you and going to ask you which account you want to log in with. Since we created the project in this account, I'm going to use this account. And now allow it. And now you're successfully logged in. And you don't need to do that every time you have to upload a project. You only do it one time. That's been said. So we did this step. Next, we need to initiate or initialize our project, give it Firebase a little bit of information what exactly we need to do. So to do so, you have to initiate your project using Firebase init. And I'll type in Firebase init. And technically, you're going to ask you a couple of questions, and you just answer these questions. I just want you to be paying attention here because there's one tricky step that I want you to pay attention to it. The first question is very simple. Do you want to proceed? Definitely, I want to proceed. Yes. Now we're going to ask you which service you want to use from the Firebase. You want to use the database, you want to use the Firestore, function, hosting. In that case, we're interested in the hosting. And to select it, don't press enter, press space. And once you press space, you're going to find this star here. Then press enter because this is the only feature we want to use from Google Firebase. Now we're going to ask you a question. Use an existing project or you want to create a new project. Our project is already existing project because we created the project here, if you remember. If you go now to our console, having this account, now we'll go to our console. As you can see, I already created the project here when I added the project. So I'm going to select use an existing project here, press enter. Now I'm going to list all the projects that you have. In that case, I only have this project, which is this project here. So I'm going to press enter. That yes, I want to select this one. Now this is very important step. It's telling you which folder that having your code that you want to upload it to the cloud. In that case, I'm here inside the same folder of the index.html. So I want to tell it it's the current folder that I want to having the files that I want to upload to the cloud. To tell that it's current folder, you put dot. Dot means the current folder. You want to configure everything as a single page app where index.html is your main page. Yes. And here you have to pay very, very good attention. It's telling you that we find index.html and it exists. Do you want to override it? Do not override it. Do not let Firebase override that file. If it's going to override this file, you're going to lose all the information in that file. So I'm going to type in N, which means do not override my file. And now we're done from the Firebase init or initialize. The next step here, all you need to just press next. As the last command you will use is just Firebase deploy. Since you already provide all the information, all you need to now just push these files to the cloud using the Firebase deploy. And if I press enter, it will take a copy of all your files, which in that case only one file, and again it's showing here found only one file, and it will upload it and push it to the cloud. And it give you a notification that the deploy completed, and now it tell you that your hosting URL is HTTPS, and it give you actually a secure HTTP with the domain name my demo page without the E because that's the name we picked. And this is actually subdomain because you have .web.app, and this is the extension of the Firebase. And if you click here and open it, here is our page. It's already on the cloud. You can share this links with your friends. As you can see, this is very simple project here. However, you might try a very complicated project, and you can add multiple projects to the Firebase. I find it's a very good system for hosting for free. It's having a free tier, and we're using the free tier. Also, since we're already hosting it, I want to show you something else. If you go to the project folder here, which is this is our project. And now we go for the hosting. Here is our project. As you can see, you have actually two domain names, my demo page.web.app and also mypage.firebaseapp.com. Both of them are accessible and share. It's pointing to the same content or the same hosting. You see here now my demo page.firebaseapp.com, and the second one you have here is my demo page.web.app, and both of them actually secured HTTP. And also you can add your custom domain if you have already purchased the domain and you want to change and you don't want the subdomains or this extension that Firebase added to you. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked this video. If you do like it, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now. And thank you for watching.